Well, it's a pleasure to see you, Bryan Robson. Robbo, how are you doing there? How's lockdown going for you?
Same for everybody, a little bit boring, but you've got to do it, Sully. All the family are sort of around the house. Well, when I say all the family, me, Claire, and Denise. And that's it. We've been sort of like in the house since a week Friday. Just go for an hour's walk, and that's been about it, mate. Otherwise, FaceTime, social media, and that we've just been doing a bit of that. So at least it keeps you informed with everybody else.
What you doing to keep yourself busy? What you watching on Netflix or whatever?
Really, honestly, you will not believe it, right? I've painted the garage. I've painted the outside of the annex and all the windows and doors. What else have I done? Painted some of the house windows, which needed just tarting up a bit. Just done all the garden today, getting rid of loads of rubbish. I had a little fire going. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Odd jobs around the house. Denise is loving it because she's got me working around the house.
Brilliant. Well done, Denise. Loving that. Okay, let's talk about your shirts then. Tell us about the first one then. That's the one hung up on the wall with the 6 on the back.
Yeah, the 6 on the back. Kevin Keegan was captain at the time. In 1980, and he always liked to wear the number 7. So Kevin had that, but hey, I was just delighted to make my debut for England. European Championship qualifying game against the Republic of Ireland. Kevin scored 2 goals, and we won the game 2-0 in front of a full Wembley, which held round about 95 to 100 round about that time.
Wow.
But a great moment for me, making me debut for my country. To be playing in the first division at that time with West Brom, that's a dream come true, just to be able to play football at that level. But to be called up for your country and play for your country and in big competitions like the European Championships and World Cup, it's just a dream come true, which, all kids would say that's what they'd probably love to do.
The next shirt you've got for us from 1990, Robbo. Let's have a look at that one.
Yeah, the Italian 90. Another unbelievable disappointment for me. Great to be part of the squad and be captain. And I really felt that we had a great chance because we had some great players. And then with the emergence of Gazza coming through, it was a great opportunity for us. But once again, we played the Republic of Ireland in the first game, got a draw there. Played the Holland in the second game, which was this game. And unfortunately, I snapped my Achilles tendon, and that was the end of my World Cup again. This time, I couldn't experience staying with the boys because the gaffer was straight on the phone to me to get back and have the operation. And I thought that was only right because I knew it was going to be a long recovery period before I played again. But the lads had a great competition again. Did really well. I came back, and before I organised my operation, and I did a bit of TV work with Terry Venables and Jimmy Hill at the time. So I saw all the games, but a real disappointment not being part of it after the second game again.
Yeah.
But the lads did brilliant. Get to the semi-final, which was great achievement by the lads. Very unfortunate in the semi-final. They were so close to winning it with a couple of chances that we had. But then, as ever, the Germans, different class when it comes to penalty shootouts. And so we got beat in the semi-final, which was disappointing for all the players because I thought that they did really well in the competition and it could have been so different.
Yeah, certainly could have. Like a lot of people have said, if you'd stayed fit and with the team, it could have just swung the balance our way. But just specifically on that shirt, Robbo, against Holland, why was that game special? Because I looked at the Holland team. They had people like Rijkaard, Hullet, Van Basten, Koeman. They had one hell of a team.
Yeah, well, if you look back, we played them in '88 in the European Championships in Germany. and they beat us 3-1. They went on to win the competition. So they were a special team at the time. Just to qualify through that group was a good achievement by the boys. But we expected to, even though we had 2 tough games. Egypt was also a tough game, but we managed to win that, which took us through.
Yeah, some really tough games in that competition. Can we do a bit of myth busting while we've got you on? Now, we know it was an Achilles injury which robbed your place in the World Cup, but a lot of people seem to attribute it to a certain Mr. Gascoigne and a toe injury. What's the story behind that?
No, Gazza always said that I broke my toe, but I didn't break my toe. Otherwise, I would never have played in the first game. We were all having a bit of daft banter around the hotel, and I tipped Gazza off his bed, but the bed slipped and landed on my toe and sort of like took a bit of my toenail off. So it was very sore. So for the first game, I needed a painkiller and injection in my toe to get through the game. But yeah, that was what happened.
That sounds sore. Typical Gazza's involved somewhere. But he was great, wasn't he, Gazza, to be around that place, to be around for the morale of the troops?
Honestly, he was nuts. I mean, so sometimes Gazza could always be well over the top, but at certain times when you're away for 6-8 weeks preparing for the World Cup, and that you need somebody like Gazza around who's just mental and is always doing daft things and just makes you amused. You know, so it's always good. And obviously he was in great form, you know, for that World Cup, just because, you know, it was his first major competition. So he was full of it. He was tipping people off beds and everything, playing tennis when he shouldn't have been playing tennis, playing golf when he shouldn't have been playing golf. So Bobby Robson had a nightmare with him.
Brilliant stuff. Robbo, it's an absolute pleasure to speak to you, and thanks for showing us your shirts. What are you going to do now as this isolation continues? What have you got planned? More DIY?
Well, I'm running out of jobs around the house. Probably just get in the gym and work out, eat more and drink more.
Great stuff. And thanks to Claire for being our camera woman there as well. Thanks, Claire. Robbo, pleasure to speak to you. One last thing, a message for all our fans all around the world.
Great to see all of you as well, you know, doing this. But hey, everybody out there, keep safe.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks, Robbo. Catch you soon.
Yes.